Hello, I'm Glenn Tobey. I'm a Springfar Shikang master and a psychotherapist. The topic of this 5-minute talk on the art of coming home has a focus on sharing your faith. So when I was 12 years old, I was kind of forced to go to a vacation Bible school in the summertime with our local Lutheran church. So 2 weeks in the middle of summer in a Bible school for 2 hours a day. The only thing that made it tolerable for me was my older brother, who was 2 years older than me, was forced to go. To see that he had to go kind of made it, tolerable for me to endure, this kind of experience. But one day he came home with a wooden cross. It was about this high, had little wooden stairs, and here's the cross. And on these stairs was written, "Pray without ceasing." And that phrase just like connected with me. Wow. So it isn't like pray, you go to the church and then you pray, and then you do this and you pray. Oh, no. It's like a way of life. Pray without ceasing. Wow. Now, I could have thought, this is it. I have arrived. I don't need to go any further. I got my phrase. And it's the simple truth. Pray without ceasing. But as I grew a little bit, it kind of wasn't enough. Now, what did that mean? Do I get down on my knees all the time? Do I not eat? What does that pray without ceasing mean? Even though it's really a powerful spiritual phrase. What kind of prayer? What kind? So then, as I grew, I kept on exploring things. So my spiritual life, that would be the question of you to you. Has your spiritual life changed over the course of your life? Did you find either at an earlier time something that said to you, this is it, that's it, I don't need to go any further, I'm happy, I'm content, I found what I was looking for. For me, I went to study, the Bible for a long time. I went to a Lutheran seminary and graduated. I found the intrigue of the teachings of Jesus to be superb. Then I found myself, studying environmental things, the land and the skies and the flow and the creation theory, so to speak, the creation of God. And I found that kind of stuff just incredible, how the world was created and the purpose of this and what was going on. And it wasn't like it was different than the Bible. It seemed to be weaving the two together. It had a different language. Other people study only this language and maybe not the Bible language. But it was almost like this language helps people understand the Bible. The Bible helps to understand, the nature. Wow, the weaving together, although the languages are different. And I've gone on to study, Buddhism. Same thing. It's kind of like a different language. The Bible's language and the creation language and the Buddha language. But the thing was, the Buddhist language, wow, it is important for some people. Wow, it really connects into their pursuit of spirituality and a connection to the source, to God. They didn't understand the Bible language maybe, or the nature language, but the Buddha language, wow. And I found really the weaving of these three, perfect harmony in one way. Just the language was different. Then I've studied Taoism. Wow, this was incredible too. Wow, the weaving. So some people can say, I found the original. This is it. I've arrived. That's okay. Other people say, I need kind of different languages. I need to grow in different ways. It's all connected anyway. So I've been studying Springfar Shikang since 2004. It is also really beautiful. The language is a little different. No different, actually. It weaves together the Bible and Taoism and Buddhism and nature. It is just incredible. But here with Springfar Shikang, it's kind of like an inner, like energy, and wow, the creation of energy from the God, from the Master, from the Source. Incredible. Healing, movements. You can move, you can, beautiful. So here, all these spiritual pursuits. It's not like sometimes in spiritual life, people say, I'm going to try everything, and it's like a calm lake. You skip a stone, beautiful, but you don't go deeper. Where for me, I really found a depth in the Bible, and really a depth in Buddhism, and a depth in creation, a depth in Taoism, and a depth in Shikang. And it is important in sharing your faith that it's not just skipping the stone across that calm lake. It really is going deeper. So the whole idea of what? Pray without ceasing isn't just necessarily a simple phrase. So, I've studied other meditations and things like that, and some of the ideas, like stories I hear, can you walk through a wall? Well, I can't do that. Well, in some other ways of understanding energy and the creation of God, you can. Can you move from one place to another? In some, religious practices, no, you can't. But in some of the weavings of the Bible and everywhere else, yes, you can. No limitations. You can go deeper. So where do you want to go in your sharing of your own faith? The truths of your own faith, the weavings, rather than it's the only faith, the weavings of your faith and the weavings of other people's spiritual pursuits is so beautiful. So share your faith. Be in tune with the faith of others. The art of going home. The art of coming home. Thank you for listening.